had $1 for every time that my life took a sour turn, I'd be rich and rolling baller and hollering at your girl. I'd be making little money and spending it like I'm rich. I'd be making bad decisions and thinking that I'm the. If I had $1 for every time that my life took a sour turn, I'd be rich and rolling baller and hollering at your girl. I'd be making little money and spending it like I'm rich. I'd be making bad decisions and thinking that I'm the. Scratching my nutsack.
Hi everybody, Dough Cookie back. I know I've been missing in action for a little while. I took some time off because my work schedule got quite hectic, and then I had some holidays down in Sydney. I'll insert a picture here. Yes, I was there for about 4 days. I went down for a concert and I had a really great time with some friends. Took a little bit of time off, but now I'm back. And I know you all probably want to talk about the panel with Skinny Queen, but in reality, here's what was happening. I was watching a movie with my husband. I sometimes go in to say hi to the chat because I'm a moderator on Skinny's channel. It's just there to say hi, and I was just chit-chatting, and then I realized Foodie was on there, and I was hearing the conversation and stuff, and I'm a little bit of a hot-tempered little birdie, and just some of the things really rattled me. And if you've watched content from my channel before, and here he comes now, my cat is a big part of my life and very important to me, and I love cats and I love animals in general, and it probably overinvested and heightened emotion, and I just really felt like I needed to say a few things, so I said it, and that was literally it. Now, there was one thing in there that I probably didn't phrase in the way that I wanted to say. Die in a ditch. Now, I don't actually want Foodie to die. I want her to be left with nothing and uncomfortable. Basically, that's it. So my intention really isn't that much better, but do I want death for her? No. Do I want an ultimate life of discomfort and annoyance? Yes, I do, because I'm a petty girl like that. That's just me. That's just me. So I do have some new subscribers, and a few of you are not sure who I am and what I am. So my name's Dough Cookie. I live in sunny Queensland in Australia. I'm not British, I'm Australian. I live in Brisbane, and I basically just come on here and talk ish about Foodie, and I'm a bit snarky. People say I am a little bit funny, and I love to be outside, and you'll hear birds in my backyard, and I do vlog sometimes. That's basically it. So yeah, nothing special, nothing great, but yeah, I don't think I really did anything particularly special on that panel. For me, that's how we work stuff out in my family. You tell the truth, you get mad at each other, then you come back and you work it out and you treat each other better in the future. That's how it works. So for those of you who felt the same, great. For those of you who think I was too emotional and too invested, maybe that's why I step away. That's how I take care of those emotions, because yes, it's a little weird to be so angry at somebody you don't know. But Foodie just brings it out of me. She's just the antithesis of everything I don't like in a person. And I am at that point where I don't think I can be objective. But she's done so much, I don't think I need to be. It's pretty clear now who she is and what she's about. And I just don't have time to muck about and mince words with her anymore. I will be watching for action, but I don't think anything's going to change in the near future. My prediction, we're going to do crystal ball time. Crystal ball. Okay. I'm going to give it 3 months because that's Kuwaiti time. 3 months, maybe two, depending. Because she has no foundations back in Canada now, she's got nothing left to lose. Salah has got they've got a dynamic now. It's not fresh, it's not new. He knows what to expect from Chantal. She can drop her facade a little bit now. I expect food tantrums. I expect he's going to get on her about her messy, filthy habits. He's going to expect her to shower. And because they're broke and she's not going to be making as much money, he's going to be expecting her to cook and be more, they're going to have to cut back on the takeaway. This is going to create tension. This is going to create problems for Chantal because food is her only coping mechanism. She doesn't have the edibles. She doesn't have the weeds. She can't get it hand over fist like she was in Canada. So she's going to go back. She's going to start eating. She's going to start throwing tanties when he's like, we can't afford it, or I'm not getting that for you. That's what ED does. She's going to throw tantrums. They're going to fight. He's going to cave. She's going to get the food. She's going to be miserable. And they're eventually going to split up because nobody wants to deal with that. Nobody wants to put up with that. Eventually, the little bit of money that her channel's going to be bringing in isn't going to be worth it anymore. He probably will skim enough off the top to pop in his bank account to get that 20 grand he's saving up for to get the papers to get to Canada under the business license. Whether that business is genuine or not, it doesn't really matter. As long as he's got the correct paperwork to say he has a business, he can travel back and forth under his premise, under the lie or under the theory that he's sold Chantal. That's what can happen. She has no interest in going back to Canada, so he really has sold himself down the river. He's got himself a Canadian wife who doesn't want to live in Canada. Isn't that the shits? Isn't that hilarious? I love the plot twist. Plot twist, she hates Canada. Whoa. I also predict that we are going to be getting close to bedbound in Kuwait. Yes, we are, because we're going to be doing all the eating and not a lot of the walking. And here's why, because it is going to be creeping up into those high 30s, and she's going to want to be staying in the aircon all of the day. Now, if she thinks the nighttime's going to be a reprieve for her, the only place that's going to be pleasant and comfortable will be a shopping centre. How do I know? How do I know? I live in Australia. Now, humidity, it is a dry heat over there, but it is still hot at nighttime. The ground soaks up the heat, doesn't really cool off. Unless you're out in the middle of the desert, it's not going to be cool at nighttime. It is going to be hot as hell still at nighttime. So she's going to become a creature of the night, perhaps. But I really honestly think she's going to slowly but surely eat her way up to 500 pounds. Now, that tiny little 5'1" frame of hers is not going to cope too well with carrying almost the same weight as Amber Lynn at 5'3". So bedbound in Kuwait is the new art, guys. Bedbound in Kuwait. The other, I'm hoping, I don't know, but the idea is very exciting. Okay, imagine, scenario. She waddles up. Passport, ma'am. Hands over the Canadian passport. The security or the customs officer, the immigration dude, eyes the guy next to him. Gives him the nod. They take her away to a room and they tell her she's not allowed to come in because she's been flagged for immigration fraud. I don't know, but it sounds kind of fun, right? It sounds like a spy movie. And then they turn her around and she gets popped onto a plane where she has to sit next to a large, robust man and a lady carrying a baby who cries the entire time. And they serve whole foods for the meal. I know, it just gets better and better. No pickles. No pickles ever. No pickles ever. Full vegan menu. There was an accident when they loaded the plane and all they got was vegan meals. Brilliant. But anyway, so that's my other hope, wish, desire. More predictions for Kuwait. Murad and Salah are going to have a falling out for sure, because that's just what Foodie does. She gets in there and she messes everything up for everybody. Salah's going to get busted with a blonde, tall, leggy Norwegian blonde who's there working, something like that. Like the absolute antithesis of what Chantal is, and her biggest fear, tall, leggy, busty, curvaceous blonde who's a CEO and she can offer Salah more money. Yes. Oh, wouldn't it be good? But anyway, that's it for my predictions. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments what your predictions may be for Kuwait. Are they better than mine? Are they more fun? Are they more snarky? Are they more petty? Let me know. You know what? Maybe we'll see a little bit more of him on camera now, because she's just dull as dog poop when she's on by herself, sitting on the floor, eating the pitta, eating the same meal over and over again. Nobody wants to see it. They've got to jazz it up. Now, I don't think the Harry content is really going to grab everyone. Harry is cute as hell. Gorgeous, cute, sweet. But unless you're doing things with him, unless you're dressing him up, unless you're doing little skits and little TikToks and fun things with that hamster, people are not going to watch him in his probably dirty cage munching away every day. Like, it's got to be interesting. Him being cute is not enough. It's just not enough. But I am entirely convinced that her apology arc is just all nonsense. She'll be back to being nasty, being ragey, being just the Chantal that we all know and despise. But here's a few. I'm going to make a request list. Here's my Amazon wish list for Foodie. If you really, I'm going to pretend like she watches, because I think she watches. I think she watches everybody. But I think I'm on her radar now. So here we go. You're listening? You got your ears open, push the hijab back so your ears are nice and open so you can hear everything. Okay, darling? Okay. Here is what you can do to redeem yourself. First of all, you could admit that you were a terrible pet owner and that you let the condition of your cats fall below a good condition. You neglected them. You did. You neglected them. And you are happy now that they are in a better place. That's it. Admit it, apologize, take accountability, and move on. People are not going to forget and people are going to throw it up in your face, but that's what you get for abusing animals. Number 2, you could go onto panel or you can go onto camera and make a video and publicly apologize to Allah's wife for the things that you said about her. If she chose to do those things, that's her private sex life. But you said those things with the intention to degrade and shame her by trying to make her out to be something she may not be. People do those activities for fun and for pleasure, but you felt like it was a way to degrade and denigrate her. And that's not okay. You need to publicly apologize and say you were wrong and why you did it, and say you'll never do it again, and never drop her name out of your mouth ever again. Okay? Third of all, you need to never talk about Dee Dee's DV in the way that you do. Stop it. Stop it. Her situation is not yours. She didn't abuse you. Nada did. She didn't talk about you for months. You grilled her. We know all about Dee Dee because of you. We know about her anatomy. We know about her bed. We know about her home because of you, because you talked and talked and talked. You abused her for months before she even opened her mouth. You started it with Dee Dee. You started the abuse with Dee Dee. Dee Dee was simply sleeping with a single man, and you went off because you were a jealous biatch who had it warped in your brain of what your relationship was when he verbally said that you were not a couple. He said it to your face. We heard it. We heard him say, you act like we're a couple, but we're not. What's wrong with you? And you just sat there red-faced. You need to apologize to Dee Dee. Then we will know that you are truly sorry. There is so much you need to apologize for. Pumped up kicks. Apologize. Cuba rage. Apologize. The way you've spoken to your beezers in the past. Apologize. You need to apologize to Blondie for her hair. You need to apologize to every woman you've said has her face like Rough Road. You need to apologize every woman that you said your husband would rather sleep with me than you. You need to apologize to anybody you've referred to with the hard R. There is so much you need to apologize for. Coming in, giving the prayer sign is not enough. You may have converted to Islam and Allah may have wiped your sins away, but we, the audience, the people that have watched you, have not. Now, I do not expect her to do any of these things because she believes you wake up in the morning and everything's gone. So following that theory, I do not need to apologize for saying go die in a ditch, because I said that yesterday and I was impaired. I'd had too much rum. I'd smoked too much weeds, and it's in the past. We need to just let it go now. It's in the past. Don't bring it up again, Chantal. It's in the past. Well, it's nice to be back. I think I'm going to be doing some streaming. I've hit 1,500 followers. Thank you, guys. That was so nice of you to, for the new people that have joined. Thank you so much. Now, I did make a promise to myself when I hit 1,500 followers, because I never thought I'd get there, that I would start doing live streams again. Longer ones, more fun, more interactive ones. And I'd start some memberships. Now, the membership things I'm still not 100% on, but I will start doing some more live streams so we can hang out a little bit more. Just got to get my setup sorted out and figured out, and then I'll start doing that probably within the next 7 days or so. But thank you again for the new members. And if you agreed with anything that I've said today, put it in the comments, hit that like. And if you haven't already and you'd like to, subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.
I'm a globetrotter. You and I 비교나 하지마 우리 너무 달라 we just different 나 좀 봐라 여자나 집이나 세차 나가신다 너무 빨라 I'm a globetrotter. You and I 비교나 하지마 우리 너무 달라 we just different 나 좀 봐라 여자나 집이나 세차 나가신다 너무 빨라 I'm a globetrotter. 지금부터 시작이야 한턱에 money calls 세계 리듬이야 한턱에 money meant the moves I've been killing it now 아직 랩이 미쳐버린 범인 아니니까 하더라봐 한 미래로 돌아가 한 doing it cause I'm flying now 비교나 더 알아 아직까지 못하잖아 켜보지만 나의 실력이 no visa 뉴욕에서 한국까지 everybody raving visa I'm balling out cause I'm a globetrotter yeah 나처럼 잘 나가는 래퍼 불러 yeah 내 쇼미 나가다가 everybody staring I don't need to play with rockets 나의 빈줄 legend I'm a globetrotter. You and I 비교나 하지마 우리 너무 달라 we just different 나 좀 봐라 여자나 집이나 세차 나가신다 너무 빨라 I'm a globetrotter. You and I 비교나 하지마 우리 너무 달라 we just different 나 좀 봐라 여자나 집이나 세차 나가신다 너무 빨라 I'm a globetrotter. Trotter 나 계속 올라가다 I know all about it body 소리 너무 많이 친다 빨리 들어가래 how we sound it 자리 빨리 비켜 내가 온다니까 받아 하지 못한 난 실려왔다니까 너 계속 여기 맴돌아 와라 말은 두바이 I'm a globetrotter 이 신발에도 절대 멈추진 않아 You know I gotta go 내 시간 넌 잡아 집중 focus all you know is the guala Boy you slacking people talking 만만하지 ain't no action 만만하게 보여던 사람